Hello, welcome to Amigos IS. We are doing some practical applications of sociology in day-to-day life. This kind of application is generally referred to as sociological imagination. It's not that we are trying to do something which is not related to examination. No. The UPSC examination is asking these questions. One such topic which we are going to do today is sociology of traffic. In fact, UPSC in 2015 they have asked this kind of question. Apply particular thinkers concept with respect to traffic situation in India. So we are going to look at, if not the complete theory, we are going to look at a small dimension of this application, which we are generally referring in this video as sociology of traffic, obviously in Indian situation, or generally also these kind of analysis or theories can be applied. So when we are talking about sociology of traffic, why traffic exists, why so much of traffic problem exists, that is the dimension which we have to look. Not only that, we have to look at type of traffic violators also. Why people violate traffic rules, what type of mechanisms they are going to follow when they are doing these kinds of violations. In spite of all the traffic signals and all those things, why people violate. So sociology will try to classify. So when we are trying to understand a particular phenomena, we try to understand it all possible dimensions. Okay, so what type of traffic violators are there? Why traffic exists? That is the theme which we're going to look. Especially in Indian cities, this kind of scenarios, this kind of traffic problems are continuous day-to-day basis. Whether you take big metropolitan cities, Bengaluru, Delhi, that is the same scenario. Even to travel 1 kilometer sometimes you have to wait for 1 hour in the traffic. So when we are looking at traffic things, of course population is coming towards the urban areas. Urban areas are trying to become growth centers, no doubt about it. How much infrastructure you are trying to build, always there are a lot of people are migrating into the cities. That can be maybe due to push factors or pull factors, whether for employment opportunities, whether for education, whether for better life chances or better lifestyle, and all these things will come. At the same time, there is push from rural areas, agriculture distress, lack of incomes, lot of youth population, young population coming to the cities with their own aspirations. So however infrastructure you are trying to build, how much ever, still this problem is existing. In Delhi, when people started building metro, people thought that government thought that Delhi, after the construction of such a large metro network in the Delhi, traffic problem would be gone. No. But does it happen? No. Delhi Metro started constructing from 1999 and 2000. It's almost more than 20 years. Still Delhi faces lot of traffic problems. So the general thing, if not ideal, the general approach to addressing the traffic problem is widening of roads or building more kinds of highways. That is the general approach used by government. Lot of extension of roads or highways interconnection, or they are going for flyovers, building lot of flyovers. This is the general approach taken by the governments. But this is not addressing the problem of traffic. Traffic problem can only be addressed, if not only, can address it in a better way if people are driven towards more public transportation. There should be more tendency toward, there should be a better and efficient public transportation. Flyovers and this road widenings, that too, that comes with lot of issues, land acquisition and all those things. Lot of opposition is there with respect to widening of roads, because already lot of retail sector or housing and many things are there on the adjacent to roads. So that is not possible. Always road widening may not be possible, or it may be highly costlier also. So building flyovers is also a big issue. But still the governments are following this as they are giving building flyovers and road widening much importance. But sociological studies has proven time and then that you have to create a situation or a social infrastructure needed for people to go for public transportation, or they can be a better approaches like cycling, okay, walking. Such type of infrastructure has to be created. in a better manner, zonation of the cities between work and living areas. All these things are much more required to address traffic problem. Traffic problem is not only with respect to wasting of time by stucking in the traffic. It has various aspects of social. There are social dimensions also. Yes or no? When we are looking at social aspects, accidents are also there. The cause so much of trauma is also there. There are economic dimensions of traffic also. So much of delay in waiting, office gets delayed, and there is environmental aspects of traffic also. Environmental aspects, lot of pollution, especially in the context of greenhouse gas emissions, climate change, global warming, and all those things. Yes or no? Non-communicable diseases, even with respect to burden because of non-communicable diseases. There is more prevalence of non-communicable diseases because of one of the main reasons is this traffic congestion and related to asthma diseases, respiratory diseases, and other things also, accumulation of all these pollutants in the human bodies. So all these things are playing a role. Impact of traffic is not just one dimensional. So there are economic dimensions, environmental dimensions, social aspects related to traffic situation. So when we are talking about this scenario, we need to also look at why do people violate traffic rules in spite of rules, proper rules, in spite of fines. Why still people commit this crime of, if not a big crime, but still it is a violation, traffic violation. People commit traffic violation. Okay. So sociologically, how we can apply these concepts to understand this phenomena, that is the intention. So when we are doing this thing, we need to remember a theory given by a famous sociologist called R.K. Merton. R.K. Merton talks about crime and deviance. Okay, elaborately that can be discussed in the classes. Now he classified the people, why crime exists, why people deviate from the rules. So he classified people into these kinds of categories: conformists, innovators, ritualists, retreatists, and rebellious. In these 5 ways, he is trying to understand different types, orientation of the people with respect to this activity of traffic violation. It can be anything, any deviation. So apart from the theory, what he is trying to say is, in any society, if there is people who are committing this crime or any violations, it means not just individuals. It's not that people who are not following these rules, they are just according to their psychological aspects, they are running, they are breaking the red light. That is only partial explanation. According to sociologists, there are social conditions. People follow the rules. Values are there to reach office on time, following the rules. These are the value dispositions of the people. Now, in order to attain that value, whether you have enough means or not, that is the question. Suppose in your particular city there is no enough infrastructure, there is no metro, or there is no proper public transportation, there is lot of congestion. Lot of congestion is there in the city in which you are living. Then how can you reach to the office in a regular time? You have to start 2.5 years early. There are people who do that, but there are also people who violate that. They can't wait in the traffic. They have to go. They have to jump the signal because they have to reach their goal. Not only office, there can be any other responsibility also. So in this manner, there are means, there are values. So people will have their orientations with respect to these values and means. Some people will adhere to these rules. Some people will not adhere to these rules, but they want to reach office on time. See, you came late, you started late, or you are stuck in traffic. Something you have to do to reach the traffic. You cross the signal, you bypass, you take a different route, you climb over a footpath. Varieties of people approaches will be there. So in that manner, we are trying to understand these different types of people who are responding to these situations. Okay, so we look at some examples here, try to understand by looking at some examples here. See, first category of people, they are called as conformists. Okay, they follow the traffic rules, middle class generally. So they follow the traffic rules. Not only these traffic rules, any rules. Many middle class people, especially family fathers, they follow the rules, try to apply the things on right time and all those things. So they are generally called as conformists. They follow the rules. Signal means signal before this line, just after this line, they will not cross. Okay, if there is a traffic signal congestion in the city in which they are living, lot of traffic congestion is there, they may start 2 hours, 2.5 hours early and reach office on time without conforming. So they are following the values that not to break, but they will never break the traffic rule. Follow the rules, have the values of following the rules, be conformist, and also have a positive orientation towards goal. Office has to be reached at right time. So these type of people are called as what? Conformists. They follow the value, they have the value, they are positive towards these values, and they also follow the goals. So they will not violate the traffic signals. If they are getting late, they will try to change themselves by starting early, or they will try to shift to a nearby place, something like that. Okay. Then you have, but they will never break the rules. Then you have a second category of people called as innovators. Okay. They want to reach office on time. They want to do their reach their location on time, but they may not follow the required means. They break the rules. Values are there. They follow with the values that we should not be delayed to the office, for example. But at the same time, they may not follow the same means they violate. So if you see in this example here, this footpath, you should not come, but here he is stuck in the traffic, he bypasses, he comes. If he sees a red signal, he is getting late, no, he has to reach on time, he will break the signal and run. Okay, and you might have seen during Corona times, people who are violating these traffic signals, they have put masks on the number plate of the two-wheeler. See what kind of innovation they are there. So innovators, not in sociologically, not just a praising term here, they break the rules also, they commit crime also sometimes. Okay, they may cause accidents also. So because they have these values, but they are not following the rules and regulations or proper legal or legitimate means, they are not following. Just they want to reach the goal. Means they may not. They will do all kinds of bypassing things. They can innovate, sometimes it can be harmful to others also. So this is the second category of people. There are many examples. These are the main people who cause traffic, who violate traffic signals or traffic rules. Many such photos can be seen with respect to these things. See, look at what he is doing. Bahubali. Okay, traffic signal ho gaya, he is lifting it. He has to go. Okay, so by hook or crook, whether legitimate or illegitimate, legal or illegal, they will violate, because they can't accept the present situation there. If it is a conformist, he will just be sitting there like this fellow. Okay, just what to do? Traffic jam happened, I have to. But he is not. This kind of innovators are the most of the people which they violate traffic rules. Sometimes it can be big crime also, causing accidents. So many such instances. These are the main people who cause. They can't be stopped by red light. No, they have to go. They will violate. Okay, in order to fulfill their goals. Okay. So then you have third category of people with respect to, see, we are classifying, that is sociology. We try to understand the things by classifying into various dimensions. There are other type of people who are called as ritualists. Ritualists. They are doing like a ritual. They are not interested in achieving the goal. Okay. Let's suppose they are not interested with respect to, there is a low paying job. They have to go. Just like a ritual. Okay. So here, in spite of, see, if you see this, many people are traveling in the cars here. There is efficient public transport system also, which has a separate way. But they will not switch to public transportation so that they can go to the office on time. Not interested. They have their own predispositions. They want to travel in their own car, whether it is traffic jam also doesn't matter. They will go, they will do the job just like routine things. They don't want to create something, they don't want to innovate in this regard. Okay, so this type, as they are following their own this kind of same ritualistic things, traffic problems are increasing in the society. They have their own status consumption, status situation. How you can travel in public transportation system. No, I am manager, I have to go in car. Whether it's late also, I will go. Anyway, I am not interested much in the job. I'll just follow it because for my livelihood. Such kind of understanding. So this kind of people, that's the reason more and more private transportation or their own things they will use in spite of having a way also. So metros and all these things, if they are there also, they will try to follow the same vehicle and cause more traffic congestion. So this kind of people are classified as ritualists. Okay, 3 classifications we have seen: conformists, innovators, ritualists. Next level of classification which we can understand is retreatists. See, look at this. They reject goals, they reject means. Others are violating the traffic signals, we will also violate the traffic signal because nobody will go now. They don't want to reach office on time, they don't want to follow these rules, not oriented towards goal, not oriented towards means, not oriented towards good values in the society. Others are violating, we also will violate, cause blockage. Okay, so these kind of people who reject, who are not bothered about values, better values, or who are not bothered about their goal, means, acceptable means, no, both are not interested for them. Once others violate, they also violate without having any broad orientation. So this kind of people are classified as what? Retreatists. Okay, so there is another last dimension as told by Merton. See, Merton's theory we apply to traffic situation. His theory we are applying to real life situation. This is a question asked in UPSC. If you see the previous year sociology papers. Then another kind of dimension is rebellious. Look at it. They are rebellious. It's not they reject, they change. Acha, car is not there, or some other things I have to attend immediately. Come on, triples. Police on triples on the motorbike. So they change they are rebellious. They change the values, they have their own values, they change the means also. Methods which they follow, how to achieve their goals. So they have their own value systems, their own methods to achieve their goals. So such kind of scenarios or people are referred to as what? Rebellious. Okay, we find many such examples. See, okay, only 2 on 2 lever? No. We have a family, we have to be happy together. So let's go. 5 members on the motorbike happily. So their value composition is different. Not two-wheeler rule is important. Family togetherness is important. Okay, like that. They have their own values, their own means to achieve their goals. Such kind of. So such kind of classification is called as what? Rebellious. So if you see, sociologically understanding traffic in the sense, we are trying to look at how people are violating these traffic things, what type of problems are still, effects of traffic is there, effect of traffic, what is a better solution for traffic problem rather than pushing on private traffic, easing out traffic regulations. We have to focus more on public transportation and awareness and pushing to people towards public transportation, incentivizing public transportation. That is a better solution rather than creating only flyovers or extension of roads. Okay, so and creating walking spaces, cyclists, encouraging cycling and all these things. Okay, so these are the ways in which sociology will try to understand any particular phenomena. This is only one dimension. We used R.K. Merton's theory. This was actually previous year question. Apply R.K. Merton's theory of deviance to traffic problem in India. That was a previous year question sociology has asked. Okay, so like that we are trying to understand different application areas. So sociology new batch at Amigos IIS is starting from 17th July. New batch of sociology is going to start from 17th July. Try to contact the office if you are interested in joining sociology optional classes. Thank you.